Number 10. The Anti-Cuba. We already saw Cuba, tropical, chaotic, people dancing despite empty shelves and blackouts. But in Norway, cold, orderly, silent, no one worries about bread or electricity. Norway is one of the wealthiest nations per capita, thanks to the government pension fund Global, commonly called the Oil Fund. As of 2026, it exceeds $1.7 trillion, making it the world's largest sovereign wealth fund. Every barrel of oil and cubic meter of gas exported mostly to Europe feeds this piggy bank. The fund owns stakes in thousands of companies worldwide. Roughly 1.5% of global listed stocks belong to Norway. Dividends and returns are used sparingly, about 3% annually, to support public spending without raising taxes excessively. Norwegians enjoy free healthcare, free university, generous parental leave, subsidized childcare, and one of the highest minimum living standards on Earth. Yet, wealth doesn't solve everything. In the far north, above the Arctic Circle, in places like Tromsø or Longyearbyen, the polar night lasts 2 months. The sun doesn't rise at all from late November to mid-January. 24-hour darkness brings seasonal affective disorder, SAD, to many. People use light therapy lamps, take high-dose vitamin D, and rely on strict exercise routines to fight the blues. Even in Oslo, winter days are short and gray. The contrast is stark, material abundance paired with environmental and psychological challenges that money alone can't fix. Number 9. The 4 p.m. Ghost Town. Norway treats work as a means, not a lifestyle. Most office jobs end between 3:30 and 4 p.m. If someone stays past 4:15, colleagues raise eyebrows. Don't you have a life? This isn't laziness, it's cultural priority. Norway mandates 5 weeks of paid vacation, 49 weeks of parental leave shared between parents, and flexible hours. By mid-afternoon, streets fill with parents collecting children from kindergarten, people heading to cross-country ski trails, or families walking in forests. Offices empty fast. The flip side, convenience is limited. State-controlled alcohol monopoly. Vinmonopolet closes early, many locations shut by 6 p.m. on weekdays, 4 p.m. on Saturdays. No wine or beer after hours unless you're at a bar or restaurant, which also closes early. Spontaneous late-night parties are difficult. The system deliberately curbs excessive drinking. And it works. Norway has low alcohol-related harm compared to many countries. But for visitors used to 24/7 convenience, it feels restrictive. Paradise for balance. Frustrating if you crave freedom after dark. Number 8. The prison that looks like a college dorm. Halden Prison, opened in 2010, remains the poster child for Norway's rehabilitative justice. Inmates live in private cells with flat-screen TVs, mini-fridges, ensuite bathrooms, and desks. They cook meals with real knives and stoves, attend classes, work in workshops, record music in studios, and exercise in well-equipped gyms. Guards are unarmed and trained in conflict resolution, not control. The guiding principle: we are sending them back to society one day better to prepare them than punish them. Recidivism hovers around 20%, among the lowest globally. U.S. rates often exceed 60%. Critics abroad call it coddling criminals. Norwegians reply, treating people humanely reduces future crime and makes society safer. The model influences prison design worldwide, though few nations fully adopt it due to cost and public opinion. In Norway, it's simply logical. Number 7. The Jante Law. Janteloven, the Law of Jante, is not legislation but a deeply ingrained cultural code from a 1933 Danish-Norwegian satirical novel. Core rules: you are not to think you are anyone special. You are not to think you are more important than others. You are not to think anyone cares about you. It discourages bragging, ostentation, and standing out. Buy a luxury car. Park it in the garage. Win big at work. Stay modest. The norm promotes equality, humility, and social cohesion. Everyone is fundamentally the same. It reduces envy and class tension in a rich society. Downside, it can suppress ambition and innovation. Entrepreneurs sometimes move abroad to escape the pressure to stay average. Norwegians often joke they are millionaires in raincoats, wealthy but dressed like everyone else. The quiet success is real. Number 6. The price of a burger. Norway ranks among the world's most expensive countries. A simple fast food burger, fries, and soda in Oslo costs $20 to $25 US. A draft beer at a bar runs $12 to $15. Groceries, restaurants, and services carry 25% of VAT plus high import duties. Average after-tax salary is strong, around $4,000 to $5,000 monthly, but high costs erode purchasing power. Locals cope with Harrytur. From Harry, a cheap Swedish supermarket chain. On weekends, thousands drive across the border to Sweden for groceries, alcohol, meat, candy, and electronics. A 2-hour round trip saves significant money on bacon, wine, or diapers. Even high earners do it. It's a national habit. The contrast is surreal. Richest people in Europe making budget shopping pilgrimages. Number 5. The Tesla Takeover. Norway leads global electric vehicle adoption. In recent years, 88 to 90% of new cars sold are fully electric or plug-in hybrids. Streets in Oslo, Bergen, and Stavanger are quiet. Only tire hum and occasional pedestrian chatter. Government incentives made it happen. Zero purchase/import tax on EVs. No annual road tax. Free tolls. Free municipal parking. Access to bus lanes and fast charging networks. Gasoline and diesel cars face steep taxes. Oil wealth funded the shift away from oil cars, an ironic but deliberate policy. Norwegians embraced it. Teslas, Polestars, Audis, and Volkswagens dominate. Cities are cleaner, quieter, emissions drop. Model for the world paid for by fossil fuel profits. Number 4. Taco Friday. Fredestaco is a beloved weekly ritual. Every Friday evening, countless Norwegian families prepare tacos at home. Hard corn shells, seasoned ground beef or chicken, mild salsa, diced cucumbers, tomatoes, shredded cheese, and sometimes guacamole. Supermarkets stock prepackaged taco kits from Thursday onward. Taco seasoning, shells, sauces. It's not authentic Mexican cuisine, it's a mild, kid-friendly Norwegian version. The tradition started in the 1990s via food marketing and caught on nationally. Many households consider Friday incomplete without tacos. It's not the official national dish. Cod, salmon, or reindeer might claim that. But it's arguably the most consistently eaten weekly meal, a small comforting rebellion against an otherwise orderly life. Number 3. The trust factor. Norway operates on extraordinary social trust. Parents leave infants sleeping in strollers outside cafes while sipping coffee inside. No one steals them. Roadside honor boxes sell strawberries, eggs, or potatoes. Take what you need. Leave cash in an open jar. Lost wallets are frequently returned with money intact. Low crime rates support this trust. People rarely lock bikes in small towns. It creates calm, safe streets. Downside: Norwegians traveling abroad can be overly trusting, easy targets for pickpockets in bigger cities. High trust is a luxury built on equality, low corruption, and shared prosperity. Number 2. The Russefeiring. Norwegian high school graduation explodes into Russefeiring. For roughly 3 weeks in May, graduates, Russ, wear distinctive red overalls, sometimes blue for vocational tracks. They rent or buy old buses, paint them wildly, install powerful sound systems, and turn them into mobile party zones. Days and nights involve drinking, dares, hookups, concerts, and pranks. Clothes stay unwashed the entire period. Dirt is a badge of honor. The celebration is loud, chaotic, sanctioned chaos in a normally restrained society. It ends abruptly. Students then sit final exams, one brief window to lose control before adult responsibility begins. Number 1. No death in Longyearbyen. Common myth: dying is illegal in Longyearbyen, Svalbard. Not true. No law prohibits death. Reality is practical. Permafrost keeps ground permanently frozen. Buried bodies don't decompose. They remain preserved, potentially harboring viruses. Spanish flu samples found intact from 1918. Local cemetery closed in 1930s. Terminally ill residents and elderly are required to return to mainland Norway for end-of-life care and burial. It prevents health risks and respects the fragile Arctic environment. Not a ban on dying, just sensible regulation in the world's northernmost settlement. So, would you trade personal freedoms for Norway's wealth, safety, darkness, and $25 burgers? Comment below. Like, subscribe, and activate the notifications. See you.